The latest GDP figures show solid economic growth in Australia, but the government concedes the better budget bottom line won't help household budgets anytime soon. Despite an imminent end to the fuel excise cut, the Treasurer is talking up further cost of living relief measures.
The rising cost of living crisis is a growing headache for millions of Australians.
We know that household budgets are under unprecedented pressure.
To help ease the pain, the Prime Minister at a Canberra chemist talking up the plan to reduce the cost of medicine from January 1.
This will make a real difference to families who are doing it tough.
The health of the Australian economy remains strong for now. The June quarter GDP up by just shy of 1%, taking annual growth to 3.6%. It's the strongest year-on-year growth since 2011.
This is an economy which is growing, but the challenges are growing as well.
Households have dipped into their savings, driving spending above pre-pandemic levels for the first time. Amid heightened demand for domestic travel, transport spending soared 37% on the previous quarter. Accommodation and food 10%, and the cost of power up over 4%.
Prices are expected to increase further before they come down.
The Treasurer continues to flag more relief for households.
We will do the right and responsible thing.
But he signals it won't be a cash splash.
It will be delivered in a way that doesn't make the task of the Independent Reserve Bank harder.
The longer they wait, the worse it gets. The longer they wait, the more the Reserve Bank has to do.
Economists warn too much cost of living relief will prove counterproductive.
If the government tries to help at the moment, that merely results in the Reserve Bank raising interest rates further than otherwise.
Meanwhile, Australia is facing a fresh headache in the Pacific. The Solomon Islands government has accused Australia of attempting to interfere in its internal affairs after Foreign Minister Wong extended the offer to fund the country's 2023 election.
Australia has in fact been providing assistance to the democratic processes in Solomon Islands for years.
The Sogavare government claims Australia is seeking to influence the upcoming parliamentary vote to delay the poll, a move that could see Beijing-aligned Sogavare stay on in power indefinitely. In a statement, it says, "This is an assault on our parliamentary democracy and is a direct interference by a foreign government into our domestic affairs."
The execution of that offer appears to have been woefully undertaken.
The Foreign Minister rejects that criticism, arguing Australia's offer remains on the table regardless of whether the election is delayed.
That support for an election is an offer respectful of the sovereignty of Solomon Islands.
Oh, look, we want a good relation with our Pacific neighbours.
Mr Albanese will host his Solomon's counterpart in Canberra next month. Trudy McIntosh, Sky News, Canberra.